Hello, and welcome to this week's lesson on step 4 of the intelligence cycle, dissemination. So in this lesson, we'll just quickly cover off written dissemination, verbal dissemination, and the importance of feedback. So, just to reiterate, the thing we've been going over for the last few weeks is the intelligence cycle, and this is the 4th stage, dissemination. So, at the most basic level, there's 2 different types of written intelligence products. You have intelligence reports and intelligence summaries. Intelligence reports are generally on one topic. They're very short, sharp, and to the point, where intelligence summaries is a summary of a group of events or a time period or a larger topic, much longer and more thematic generally. If you're writing an intelligence report, a good thing to keep in mind is this flow of kind of how you would set up a report. The top of the report should have an executive summary that summarizes the key findings and assessments of the report. You then have the factual information, which is the information that has been reported or collected. And then you have comments. This is additional information that provides contextual information to the fact that has been collected on the ground. And then you have your assessment stepped out very clearly. It's short, sweet, and to the point. Intelligence reporting shouldn't be long. This isn't a university paper. It should be short, sharp, and to the point. Then you also need to be answering the so what. This is your assessment. It's the so what of the information. It's what you're telling the decision maker matters from this report. It's a great thing to keep in mind when you're writing intelligence products. Another type of dissemination is verbal dissemination, much like what you're experiencing right now. So you can either have formal or informal briefings. Formal is very stand up in front of the generals with a pointer, talking through a map or a PowerPoint presentation, much like you're watching now. Or you have informal, where you're sitting down or maybe still standing up, but it's much more back and forward. You're having more of a conversation about the information. This kind of leads into the next part, is like understanding your audience. Who are you briefing? How important aren't they? And how do they want to receive their information? If they're kind of on the ground troops and maybe even the troop commanders, probably a bit more of an informal setting where you're actually talking through what's being disseminated to them so they can better understand and you can make sure they know what they're getting involved in. Or whereas if you're briefing a general, it's going to be very formal. That's how he's used to getting his information. Pretty much stick to that point. The general breakdown, the scope, outline what you're going to be covering, the content, move through what you need to talk to them about, and then conclude by wrapping it all up. Basically, how these are all set up, because shock horror, this is how I was taught. And just like you're seeing on screen now, have some text off to the side so people can understand what you're talking through, and then an image. Basically, something interesting for people to look at while you talk at them. Another key aspect that it comes after the dissemination is getting feedback, so you can understand, was your intelligence reporting effective? Was it helpful? Did it help them make decisions? Getting this feedback helps you improve the intelligence process within an organization, whether it's a large formal organization such as like an intelligence unit within the military, or a private intelligence company reaching out to their clients to make sure their reporting is actually helping them, or a one-man intelligence team within a larger company. But everything about intelligence is customer focused. You need to be helping them make good decisions. And the best way to do this is to get feedback from your reports. Sometimes it's challenging, sometimes it's not, but try your best to get feedback. Otherwise, you don't know how well it's actually performing. So yeah, in conclusion, keep it short, keep it sharp, and effective, to the point. Make sure you're answering that so what. If your intelligence isn't giving them the so what, then you're not really doing your job. You need to be making assessments that help decision makers. And tailor it to the audience. Make sure it's in an effective format that person can understand and it's easy to digest, so they know what's going on. And again, they make good decisions based upon the information you're providing them. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to learn more about intelligence, we have an entire intelligence course available on our website, and we also have a specific dissemination course where we go through this topic in much more detail. Thank you for watching. I've been your host, Daniel. See you!